welcome back to the next episode of the GNA podcast. I am your DLDL. That's right, your down low demon lord. And no, I lied about being on prep. True be do.
And I'm that demon lord who really doesn't like it when you destroy their biscuits. So, Brony.
And welcome back to the GNA podcast. We talk about all things anime, the good, the bad, and the weeb. And that was the intro I wanted to do last week, and I really fucked it up. I was like, no, it's
Yeah.
too good. I will try it again next week.
Take two.
Yes, and this was successful. But how are you doing, Oni?
I am melting. How are you doing, Drew?
I am not. I listen. Oni needs to install his AC ASAP.
It is not fun being at 92 degrees outside and I
Like
don't have an AC.
more so than ever for Oni. Like Oni specifically cannot.
I
do
can't
this.
fit an AC in this room.
Girl, you need to figure it out. Like I said, move that move your cabinet to the side, shuffle some things around, and you got it. And some of you are asking, wow, uh Drew, it's almost as if you know intimately what Oni's room looks like. And the answer is yes, because I finally went outside yesterday
Whoop
for the
whoop.
first time in months. I got my omurice, I got my takoyaki finally. Um and yeah, and we had a very, very, very enjoyable stream. So if you're a Patreon and or a sub, or subscriber, is that the term for it on
Well,
Twitch?
Twitch sub, yeah, Twitch
Twitch
sub.
sub? Yeah. I'm just a Twitch sub. Uh that video will be uploaded to Patreon. So
Yes.
definitely please look you listen. If you wanted to skip to the good bits, just skip to the last hour. You will not be disappointed. Um but yeah, so everything's good, everything's fun, everything's cool when you're part of the team. That being said, let's actually start the fucking podcast, and let's start with the news. The news segment called This Week in Anime. So I'm gonna go first, of course.
Yep.
And as Oni guessed, of course, it is Demon Slayer news,
Mm-hmm.
which I saw from the corner of my eye, not today, but yesterday actually on Oni's computer. According to Anime News Network, Demon Slayer is now the second anime film in the U.S. of all time.
Yes.
Excuse me. It
I'm guessing number one is Pokemon.
Yes, number one is still Pokemon, the first movie. I don't think they're beating that one because I think the gap is like Pokemon had made double what they made, more approximately
Oof,
what they had now.
Pokemon strong.
Yeah, Pokemon strong. They beat the Pokemon 2000 movie, but they are not going to be beating the Pokemon the first movie, at least not anytime soon. So that happened. Um, Also, randomly, Hatsune Miku's Twitter account was briefly suspended over age restrictions.
As in, she wasn't old enough?
I think so, yeah, because she came out in 2007. And even though it's like you
Really? I
should be
feel like she
13
was
years
around a
old
lot
now.
longer than 2007. Really?
But that's what they say the birthday is.
Hmm?
Miku's actually release year of 2007 now. Yeah.
Interesting.
So that was yeah, that was silly. Um oh, but yeah, but she's back, so everything's great. It was just a little silly.
I feel like Miku has been lost in this age of VTubers. I've not heard about Miku in so long.
Well, I was saying Miku isn't a
That's
VTuber
what I mean,
though.
but she, like, in a way, kind of laid the foundation.
Ah, yeah, I can
She's
agree
like
to
the
that.
prototype of VTubers.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm surprised she isn't a VTuber. They could like totally just that could be her next thing where she just becomes a VTuber.
I wonder if it's like she's such like a presence. It's like locked between like I don't know, like laws and shit. No,
Maybe.
who knows? I don't know. It was just it was just funny. So yeah. Um. Oh, apparently this is she's not the only one. Apparently, Crunchyroll's official account got locked, and so did Anime News Networks. They both got
Does
locked.
Twitter not know that organizations are not people?
I assume it's like some dumb YouTube shenanigans where they're just like, "Oh, we are robots.
Yes, robot CH, not old enough.
Go buy
Bye. Robot smash. Twitter smash.
Robot delete." But yeah, so that's silly. But yeah, that's all I got on my side. What do you have for me, honey?
So the new trailer for Higurashi Satsu dropped. If you are not familiar with Higurashi Satsu, it's the sequel to Higurashi Go, which aired earlier this year and we covered on the podcast. We will be covering Satsu as well, so look forward to that. It'll drop in July, but the trailer looked really good and it had a bunch of spicy little tidbits in there.
Yep, lots of blood, lots of baby faces.
That's why I love Higurashi. It delivered everything I wanted: blood and crazy faces. It looks like it's gonna focus a lot on Reina, which I think she was a bit shafted in the first half of the season.
Agreed.
So I'm glad we're getting a bit more focus on her.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems no matter what, at the end of the day, Mion will always be the least important.
Yes, no one puts Reina in a corner, but Mion can probably not do much.
Mion, always forgettable.
She had her one arc, she's fine.
Exactly, that's literally.
She had her one arc that she shared with her sister.
That's it.
But yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. I can't wait for us to cover that on the podcast. It's going to be really, really fun times. All right.
That being said, as I pick the food out of my mouth, let us go into our weekly reviews. Yes, let's not waste any fucking time. Holy
I don't want to talk about this. I hate everybody.
Yes. Starting off with, of course, I had to split this episode of the week. I just couldn't. I couldn't. I couldn't.
So I want to make this half of the episode of the week. I'm not, only because it's really, really great, but
oh man. Oh. For y'all who don't know what you're talking about, it's like rather than go right to the episode by even saying the title. Of course, it is Fruits Basket final season episode 7.
This was shit hit the wall.
Yo, oh my god, I don't like where
yeah, I was about to say I don't know where we start with this episode. There's so many points that we need to touch on. I guess we could start with Ren and Shigure telling her off. That was a great scene.
I literally was coming.
Yeah, you're right. I did like it because you reminded me of what Akito would look like.
Bitch, when I gasped. I was like, oh. First of all, Ren was really bold trying to fuck Shigure. I will say that she was really bold for that one. So she got what she deserved. 100%.
For sure.
Then we got to see like more scenes between Akira, and we got to see why eventually why Akito and Ren hate each other. And the answer is that Ren was fucking extra crazy all along.
Alright, so I'm gonna give a hot, spicy take. I don't blame Ren as much as I blame Akito. Ren is bad, but Akito, it's kind of still Akito's fault for everything. Well, it's actually those old stupid women's fault for everything.
That is
But
okay.
Akito
We'll get into
facilitated that
yes.
too.
They did not help. The way they did not help, and by well, not there. It was that one. It was the head.
Yeah, it was
it
the
was the
stupid
head
head.
one.
She's always been
I
annoying
fucking
this
hate
whole
her.
series.
I actually just liked her more and more as the time.
And that's funny because it was like I think that was like a kind of interesting semi-plot twist because all this time I'm like, damn, I hate her, but she's just been like a background character. Come to find, nah, she's kind of like a big reason why all this shit's going down.
Absolutely, she's been so like just so quote unquote loyal to like the head of the family that she will do anything for them, even though it's super manipulative and stupid.
Yeah, poor Akito. He just wanted to love Red and Akito, and he got thrown under the bus by this woman. He didn't live his life the way he wants to.
Wait, who?
Akira, Akito's father and Ren's husband.
Oh, Akira.
Yeah, Akira.
I thought you just kept saying Akito.
No, fuck Akito.
Yeah, right. Nah, I still blame her because she was clearly crazy, but like even when she said hello.
Oh yeah, she was still crazy, but like I feel like her craziness is like very localized. Like her insanity is just directed at Akito. Pretty much.
But like, and no, this is not me excusing Akito for anything that she's done. I'm also team fuck Akito. But like, it makes sense because Ren, like, on one hand, Akira's being like, hey, all these people love you, you're special, I love you. And then Ren is like, you ain't shit. None of this means anything. You suck. Like, how are you jealous of your own daughter? How are you jealous of your own daughter? And no, Ren brought other people into it. It wasn't just directed. Well, yes, it was directed at Akito, but she brought mad people into it.
She
She didn't get, but she is partially responsible for why Ren got pushed out the window. She is responsible for everything that happened between Akito and Chigure. She
did her fair share.
She just wasn't a mother. She saw her daughter as like almost like this weird like romantic rival for her husband. Like that's basically what it boiled down to. Like, so fucking weird.
It is, but I feel sympathetic for her. Because but that's the thing, like she just like was so miserable that I just feel bad for her. Whereas with Akito, I'm just like, half the stuff you brought on yourself by like throwing gasoline onto the fire that was your mother, and then you like went out of your way to like manipulate even more. Like they're both just really bad, but Akito took it to like the next level of being a shitty person.
Agreed. That's what happens when. But I'm just saying that's what happens when you're taught by your dad that you are special, you're special, and then your mom, even especially after his death, goes out of the way to be like, no, you are not special. You suck. So yeah, of course, then she's gonna be like, well, I gotta do whatever I gotta do to prove my mom wrong, because now I have to see my mom as this weird rival, because my mom won't be my fucking mom.
To be fair, Akito also told his mom she's not special, and that her husband didn't care about her.
No, she never said that she wasn't special. She said, and this was immediately after, which again, who started that fight as soon as he died? Ren did. Why are you fighting with your daughter when your husband just died? Being like, no, how dare you? How dare you be by your father's side? And it wasn't me? Like, why are you talking to your daughter like she's like the mistress?
I don't know. I still
like, and mind you, Akito was even younger at that point. Akito was like a clean like 5 years old. Like,
yeah.
So it's like, why are you talking to your daughter? Like, of course that's going to fuck with Akito. I don't know, especially because like she loved her dad so much. It's like they're both fighting over the same man. Why would they be fighting over the same man if one is the husband and one is the daughter? ...
I feel like Akira could have just solved this whole thing. Like, listen, man, I love you, And I love Akito as our child.
Right? Yeah. Oh my gosh, it was so dumb. And that fucking box.
Oh, that box was stupid. I thought it was gonna be his ashes were in there or
Ashes,
something.
me
Yeah.
too, yeah. No,
Nope.
it's his soul. His soul, girl, if you don't get out of here right now.
I like how after the old woman was called out on it, she's like, "Oh, of course it was empty, obviously."
Yeah, right?
Right? Like, what kind of idiot would think there was something in there?
He's like, I just wanted it was just a charm. Shit.
I was trying to cheer Akito up. I was so hoping she would get stabbed. I was like, "Oh, please, Akito, stab her, Akito." But no.
It wasn't her.
Oh, why the best ones always have to die?
Poor somehow. Poor fucking Kureno.
And even as he's like bleeding out, I was like, "No, Akito's upset. Ignore me
Save
bleeding
her.
on the floor.
Yeah,
Save her."
I got stabbed in my fucking spine.
I may have gotten stabbed in my spine, but she has her hurt feelings. So really, which of us is in more danger, right? Go cheer her up.
Oh my god. Yeah, also fuck Akito. Yeah,
This whole family is bad.
yeah, this is all bad.
This is the most
bad,
dysfunctional family of all time.
And then I loved how she was about to stab her mom, and then boop, connection with Hero gone.
Mm-hmm.
Loved it. So
yeah, I do love when they do the transitions. They're just like, "Oh wait, I don't like Akito anymore. It's over. The curse is broken for me."
Yeah, and I love that it was just random. It was just like So yes, as the bonds keep falling apart, she's just like, shit, Ren was right. Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
And now she's going crazy, and I'm here for it.
Yep. Oh god, please don't run into Toru. I will lose my mind if Agito runs into Toru or like stabs her or something.
No.
They won't kill her,
Well,
but like
okay,
they could like she could like stab her or punch her or something.
Yeah, shit. Damn, why couldn't Like why okay, why okay, I'm fine. Listen, I will say this, an unpopular opinion.
Mm-hmm.
If he got stabbed and he lived, I'd be like, you know what, you kind of deserved it. You let this go on.
I was kind of thinking the same thing. More like you engaged in this.
I don't. Now I feel bad that he's dead. I don't think he deserves to die anyway. But like, you definitely like allowed Akito to just be like, let me just kill everyone, or let me just abuse everybody.
Exactly.
Like there was nothing stern in you trying to convince her to not.
But then I'm also looking at Shigure and I'm like, really, Shigure? Is this your girl? Is your woman? It's the one you want?
No, Shigure is on the dark side.
Yes, I mean.
Shigure just evil. I don't know him. He knows the kind of evil he is, and he just accepts it. And I stand. I've always liked him since episode 1. I always think there's something fucked up about him. There is something fucked about him, and he stands in it. He's not like fucking Kureno, who's like, oh well, you know, no. He realizes that he's fucked up. He knows that he's fucked up for sleeping with Ren. He knows that Akito's fucked up, and he knows that he's fucked up for liking Akito, and he doesn't give a shit. And he's committed. And I'm like, all right, well, at least you own it.
Yeah.
Kureno was doing some weird shit that I just never understood. Now he's dead.
I have a feeling these last few episodes, I think there's only 13 episodes this season.
Girl, how was this only episode 7?
I know. It's crazy. But I'm like, that makes the rest of the season even crazier, because I'm like, the last few episodes are just going to be like this uncontrollable snowball effect of
so what are they gonna do
shit happening.
Are they going to pay out the police? Are police even going to be involved?
I don't think so. Like, if the police would have been involved a long time ago, yeah, they're gonna cover that up. They're like, Kureno's just whatever. Don't worry about Kureno. It'll be fine.
Poor blonde girl. I forget her name.
Yeah, Toru's friend. Also, there was some Toru Kyo stuff at the end too. Like,
yeah, I wish they would say what's going on with Toru and Kyo.
I have a feeling that's gonna be the next episode. They'll probably have their whole little episode while Akito runs through the streets fucking yelling or some shit.
Stabbing random
random attendants from the house.
The attendants are chasing her down. And as they catch up, she just stabs them. Oh my
man.
god. This is a yeah. This is episode. It was just so much.
It was a lot.
It was a lot. It was yeah. All right. All right. Let's move on to My Hero Academia.
Something much more lighthearted.
Yes, season 5, episode. I have to go on my phone for this. I did not have my notebook, and I did not write the episode number down on that either. So I'm just gonna
9.
do math. Oh, never mind. Thank you. 9.
Yep.
So this is a Bakugo's team fight versus I don't know the other team he fought. I don't really know.
Class B
Class B
rejects.
team. Sure. And yeah, it kind of went away that no one really expected to go.
Yeah.
Which
Bakugo going crazy and blowing the shit out of everybody while they support him.
yeah, but okay, so we expected that. That much we expected. He was kind of doing his own thing. But we didn't expect him to have like a cohesive like strategy, being like, "Hey, you have my back, I have yours."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he like that's what I like about Hero Academia is like you do get this subtle bit of like character growth. You know, like he's not. It's not like he's a totally different character or whatever.
Yeah.
But you can see that he's actually grown and smarter about how he fights and is getting along better with the teammates and stuff. He's not. I think it was like a moment in the earlier seasons where he would just like leave his team to die.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it is good growth here. We don't get to see much of. I wish we saw more of the other characters fighting because I feel like they have some really cool abilities, like Jiro and her like supersonic screaming and stuff would be cool to see more often.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know why Bakugo fight was so short.
Oh yeah, and they didn't do much with his fight either. It was just kind of like, blah, 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 blah. Well, all his fights are short anyway because he just blows everyone up.
Yeah, exactly. It's just him exploding, flying everywhere with the explosions, and then being a shot at people. Like, which is cool. Don't get me wrong.
I did like the little bit of strategy they employed with the woman who, or the girl who keeps like splitting her body apart to different pieces.
Yeah,
and they like strapped a bomb to one of the pieces. Like, yeah,
that was amazing.
That was great.
Also, that reminds you, it's just like, does like Class A ever do research on their opponents?
Apparently not. I feel like they're really underprepared, and then the other side's like, "Oh, we know we've been watching tape." Yeah, we back in our room where we did like a research study on all the people in Class A, research papers. Yeah, I feel like that's gonna carry over to next episode. Midoriya is gonna be like, "Well, I didn't know what their quirks were."
Right, because the homeboy is just like, I have tape everywhere, and then the guy's like, I'm putting glue on all your tape. I'm just like, why'd you make a web of tape when you're fighting someone who can spray glue everywhere? Why would you put it in a more surface area where you can spread more glue on? It doesn't make any sense. Hello?
Yeah, they don't even bother to look at the fight people they're facing. They're just like, whatever, we'll do our own thing.
Yeah, that was a little annoying.
I am predicting that the Midoriya team is going to probably lose, though. I feel like that's what it's building up towards. Like, his team loses, and he has to, like, go on this whole arc of, like, I gotta find out what it means to be strong, or whatever.
Oh, God. Yeah. I mean, I'm honestly fine with them winning or losing at this point.
Yeah. I'm fine either way. As long as I get more Uraraka and what's her name, Mina, I'm fine with that.
Oh yeah, especially Mina.
We need more Mina in the show. Come on, guys, deliver.
Please and thank you. No, she's not important just for dojins.
Or ish.
I know. I just know there's like tons.
There's like a ton of dojins. Did you not see this episode? Like there was like almost every time she was on screen, it was like an ass shot. Like,
I love how just ass shots of Mina equals nothing but dojins.
Well, she also has a really cute design. I feel like that type of design is just like inviting a bunch of fetishes.
Acid play. No. God, I hope not. Nope. Anyways, moving on to Zombieland Saga Revenge, episode 7.
This was a weird episode.
It was. It felt very. It definitely. It was. There's a lot of funny parts, but it definitely felt
Yeah.
more story driven
It did, and
than
it felt like
normal.
out of place for some reason to me. Like,
So here's my problem with it being so story driven
mhm.
without this new girl joining French Shushu. She quits by the end of the episode. And that is
Yeah.
my problem. You invested a lot of time in this woman who quit.
Yeah, I feel like they could have done more with that. Or
Like
like if she
the way
just stayed
that
as a manager or something,
yeah, the
or
way that
assistant.
everyone was like confused, like yeah, that was also
That
me.
was
Like
me.
everyone,
Yeah.
everyone was confused in the episode, and I was also like, everyone, how the whole crowd together said, "Eh."
Even when they start singing, or she starts singing, they're
Yeah,
like,
you see their
"Do
looks
we
of
sing too?"
confusion. They're just like, la 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 la. Okay, I guess we're singing your graduation song. Mm-mm.
I will say it opened really great with like
Oh,
her slipping in the
fantastic!
soap,
Everything
and
about it was
that
so
was great.
funny.
And the guy turns around and you realize who it is. That was like a top tier opening to the episode.
Absolutely, and then and when you think she's dead, but she's actually alive the entire time.
I like that she did. See, I kind of like her character grew on me a bit because I kind of like how she was just like rolling with everything,
Yeah.
and I felt like she did have like a presence in the group.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it just feels weird that she's like, okay, I'm just a one-off character, and she'll probably never show up again, or like she'll be a side character that might have
Yeah,
another
it should
cameo
probably
later
be
on.
recurring. I hope so. I feel like that'd
hmm
be a waste otherwise.
Yeah. But other than that, the episode was fine. We got some good Sakura moments. I guess this was kind of a Sakura episode, a little bit.
Mm, I think it was just like Sakura. I think they were just using Sakura to talk to her because like
hmm
she's just the easiest one to use
hmm
for stories like this. For like story like main story driven plots, Sakura just feels like it seems like she's the one that they turn to. They're like, yes, you're relatable. Talk to handle this main story.
hmm
Thanks.
I like the little gag that the little mini gag that was recurring in the episode with what's his name, the manager, and he kept like putting the circle over his head for yes or like the X for no, and he would like try to fake everyone out and be like X, nope, circle.
And they're like, stop.
They're like, yeah, stop doing this. um, but yeah, other than that, I don't think there was any real standout moments or anything. It was just kind of a nice
Yeah.
little
So, oh,
episode.
that random scene where
Mhm.
he's like seducing the president, and the girls walk in. That's not the president, the principal.
Oh
And
yeah.
then the girls walk in. They're like, ah. I'm like, what the fuck is that?
He kind of carried this episode in a way. Now that I'm thinking about
Yeah, like he
it.
had a lot of like random moments, but all the moments were good for
hmm
him.
Um, and at the end of the episode, we find out that the detective has found the identities of all of Franchuchu and realized that they're all dead. So we'll see where we go with that. I feel like he did that last season, or am I misremembering?
No, I think you started making connections, but not all of them.
hmm So we'll see where he goes with that.
Mm-hmm. All right. Up next, we have Ijiranaide Nagatoro-san, episode 7. This is also no. Okay, I was like, is this the one I was putting with episode week? No, it's not this one. Even though this was a really good
This was really
episode.
good. I was considering it too. The thing I really liked about this episode is we actually got development in terms of Senpai.
Yeah, agreed.
He actually stepped up and had a couple of moments in this episode where he was like, "Nah, I'm gonna take charge."
Yeah, I know. I agree 100%. Um, Even though they're still very like derpy. It was like, oh no, I'm doing something that's a normal guy can do easily.
Yeah, well, that's progress for him.
Yeah,
He's almost a normal person. Um,
yeah, uh huh.
the I like the first half of this episode with the whole like first off, him getting a slave collar tied to him and
And
then
then of
dragging around
course
the
they make
festival.
it like a normal a normal outing. Like, oh, let's play games and kind of get and I don't know, just I love how they just really normalizing the whole kink of it all.
Yeah,
I think
and
it's
he
pretty
just has the
cool.
collar on the whole time, and I'm just like, is no one noticing this? Or like, I'd be super embarrassed if I was walking around with a collar, some kind of like exhibition play or shade play or something.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Oh, obviously, if I sound like I'm weird or I'm far away, that's because I'm like I didn't want to stop the podcast, so I just need to grab my sweatshirt because it's getting cold. I was like, so
Must be
let
nice.
me do some Mission Impossible shit
Must be
with
nice
my
to be
wire.
cold. I wish I was cold.
Okay. um, but yeah, it was this very it's like yeah I don't know this show's so king friendly and I kind of love it. Um, let's see. Oh yeah, and then just they had like those random moments where once again everything is just so pretty. Like
Mm-hmm. The animation just jumps up a bunch.
yeah, it's so weird. Like but in this episode, I feel like they did it in like shorter spurts as opposed to like a whole scene. It would just be like a quick like few seconds where you just see her
Mm-hmm.
make a face and like the backgrounds are like beautiful and dazzling, and then they just go back to normal
Yeah, they do the hyper detailed backgrounds and like facial expressions and stuff.
for like 2 seconds, and then it's done.
I like that we got a little bit of I wouldn't say a whole new. Well, she is a new character, I guess. She appeared briefly before, but her other friend showed up more now. Her I forgot her name.
I'm trying not to call her
Sakura.
mommy.
Yes, thank you. I was gonna call her mommy.
That's all I see when I see her. It's just
Mm-hmm.
mommy. Um, so yeah, until we learn her name, she can be mommy for now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh god, her and her obnoxious laugh.
I found it
Oh
cute. I feel like she's gonna be more of an issue than her other two friends. Because I like the other thing I like those episodes. You can see that her other friends are like obnoxious and like get on her bad side, but they're doing it in a way to kind of like push them together as a couple.
yeah.
I don't know if this other chick is gonna do that. I feel like she's gonna actually probably be a
If that
hindrance.
pose a problem, she's gonna be like, oh,
It's like I
just
like the
stupid. What are you
senpai.
doing?
No, I just feel like she's gonna like senpai. Be like, oh, I
Oh
want him.
really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know. She just gave me those vibes.
Oh. I guess we'll find out next week,
Or
huh?
maybe I'm just creating drama for myself. I don't know. In an
Really?
otherwise
After Fruits
wholesome show.
Baskets, you didn't have enough drama?
I know, right?
uh,
But yeah, no, it was a cute episode. Just like all the episodes are cute. I appreciate that it's not as shallow as most ecchi shows, where this time we actually get romantic development and stuff. So yeah,
yeah.
I liked it.
Agreed. All right, let's move on to Isekai Mao Toshokan. Nope, I'm not doing the whole thing. Isekai Mao Omega, episode 7.
Yes, this was actually a surprisingly funny episode as well.
Yes, it was. Look at me looking for notes that I did not take.
We get them coming back to the hometown and meeting up with Lowly Demon Lord and Edelgard, and antics ensue.
mm-hmm. Um, I was just telling Ani that really enough, if they could just, really the problem is, I know this is gonna be a hot take. I think I'd rather just watch an anime where those girls from this episode were just part of his harem instead, and they
Yeah,
just go around threatening to like, kill people, and then he has to stop them all the time.
yeah, I feel like that'd be a better show.
Honestly, that's it. Like, because this shit was so funny.
Just seeing him have to make excuses for why they shouldn't be killing random humans every 5 minutes.
Right. But yeah, not trying to like reveal himself as like someone who's sympathetic towards humans at the
And
same time.
they had these weird, like, really funny comedic timing moments. Like the scene where the big buff dude is like getting ready to punch Krem, and she just like kicks him in the balls really like really
Yes. Oh
lightly.
yeah. Yeah. You're a punter. He's like ata.
Mm-hmm.
He just goes flying.
Like flies through the wall. And then the most unintentional funny scene when all this serious shit is going down, and then you just see Shira eating a sausage.
Yes. Oh my god. Yes, that's sausage. That's sausage. Yeah. She just has a sausage in her mouth, and every time they go back to it, you just see her move her head, and the sausage is still there. And it's for the entire scene. It's almost there, and then eventually he just eats it.
Yeah, but like
I
it
don't
keeps
know
panning
why.
back to her as like
Yeah,
she's like
with the sausage
with
in
the
her mouth.
sausage in her mouth.
Why did they not remove it? Why is she having it in her mouth for so long? But at that point, it wasn't even like a lewd thing. It was just funny.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it wasn't even lewd. It was just like, what? Why are you eating a sausage right now?
Yeah, I was so what I told Oni what I wanted is that like after she eats it, they pan away to something else, and they pan back to her, and she just has the sausage back in her mouth again.
Oh
Even though
my
she just
god!
ate
Yeah,
it.
I would have died. Also, I would have died if they like randomly panned to her and she had like two sausages in her
Right, right. Not
Oh.
double trouble.
There was like these. Yeah, this episode had a lot of weird timed funny moments that I'm not sure if they were intentional or not.
Yeah, I also love the and I also love that like all these girls, all the like I said, all the girls in like this new quote unquote harem party are just like they're just all kind of murderers, and they all build off off of one another.
Mm-hmm.
Like first, oh god, I forgot all their names.
Uh,
Um,
you mean I keep wanting to call her Aqua. She's not Aqua.
she's
It's
not
Rose.
and not Clem,
Rose and Edelgard.
Rose and Edelgard. Is Rose the maid?
Rose is the maid, and Edelgard is the demon with the brown skin that
Yeah,
has the spear. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So Edelgard is like, yes, must kill you. How dare you talk, or how dare you interfere with like the demon lord and her stuff? And then Rose comes out of nowhere. She's like, no, you can't kill them. That's the wrong way. No, you must mutilate them, cut off their limbs,
Rip them
torture
piece
them.
to piece. Yeah.
And she's like, I see. Right
Yeah,
there,
they had a little thing going. I hope they get like a side episode where they just go around mutilating people.
or not mutilating, but getting close to it. Okay, well, Oni just wants to see some bloodshed. Apparently, he can't wait for Higurashi to come
Yeah, I
back.
think the Higurashi, I think Namizawa syndrome got me. I'm like, dude.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, no, it's really. This is like my favorite episode, honestly.
Oh yeah, easily of the season. I think for this show. Yeah.
Yeah, and considering there's only going to be 2 more episodes, I think it's probably going to be my favorite one.
Damn, there's only gonna be a couple more episodes. That's crazy.
Yeah. So,
Damn.
oh, 3 more.
3 more. There's only 10 episodes. That's weird.
Yeah, that is weird.
All right. Well, cool.
Yeah. Yeah. If they're gonna be like this episode,
Mm-hmm. Maybe they saved the best for last.
yeah, hopefully. All right. Up next, speaking of saving the best for last, even though this is the last episode of the podcast, up next we have Sentouin Hakenshimasu, which I'm assuming not only is it my other half of the episode of the week, it is Oni's episode of the week.
It is. How could it not be?
God, just a lot. This is a lot. This is nothing. Just like Fruits Basket, this is a lot.
For a completely different reason.
For completely different reasons. This is just an episode where it's just like the laugh just could not stop.
Yeah, like I said, I love when the characters are able to go out and do their own thing and it's not just all six all the time. So like seeing Grimm be so stupid this whole episode was great.
Oh my god.
Snow being gold digger mode.
Oh my god. He was being so just shameless. Yes, that's the word, shameless.
Yeah, Alice's like savagery, like, oh my god, this woman would flirt with a slime if they had money.
Yeah, right. Oh my gosh. And then I just love how oh my god, the whole scene with like Hain, what is it, Hain? Did I say Hain? Haine?
Yeah.
Haine and a new character, Russell, who is the other demon of like, I don't know, the benders.
Yeah,
She's
the
the water
waterbender.
bender.
Mm-hmm. Who also looked a lot
um,
like Rose, so that was interesting, like a chimera.
that is true. She did.
Mm.
I noticed that. Um, but yeah, that was, and then that whole scene where Six is just groping her. That's why I like that all the characters their shit's so funny,
Mm-hmm.
but then Six just does the coup d'etat and
Yeah,
just
he's the one who pushes it over the top. He just...
mm-mm-mm.
Even
Oh,
Tillis this episode was great in her little
oh my
like.
gosh, she was the way she was just yeah. So if you could just if you could just pimp one of our pimp one of our people out and you know blackmail blackmail him, that'd be great.
Mm-hmm. All because she just doesn't want to do the incantation in front of
Yeah,
everyone.
all just want to do the incantation. She's like, no. I remember when you were just saying just do the incantation, and she just ignored him.
She just keeps ignoring him the whole episode.
Oh my god, it was so good. Each way, Snowgrim and Rose ruined that little party.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god, Grim with the you didn't tell me you had a fiance. I curse you.
Curse you with water, and then the water just goes down,
It's like
and she just
down.
bursts into hysterics, and she's like, "Laugh at me, everyone laugh at this pitied woman." She just loses her shit.
Oh, I like how everything also played into it, like in the very start of the episode where she did the spell to make him impotent, and then he dodges it, and then it hits the prince,
Yeah,
and that plays out the whole episode.
I was like, "Oh, who's ahead?"
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then of course the highlight of this episode was the Six plopping his dick on top of the dude's head.
Just because he got jealous
Mm-hmm.
that which was another thing that was hysterical. Haynes and Snow, both their respective countries were basically using the same tactics
Mm-hmm.
to get the prince to side with their respective nation.
Yeah, we'll sleep with you, but he's impotent, so he doesn't even give a shit. He's still taking Six's harem.
Oh man. Just oh my god, that was so hysterical.
It is. And then of course they start the war because of it, or they're gonna be like declaration of war. So
I love when Tosa's like, wow, I I didn't think my the capable ambassadors will come back with a declaration of war.
It felt very Konosuba-esque. Like this is some shit I wouldn't expect. Like they get into some trouble because of some really random, wacky bullshit that could have been completely avoided if they weren't all so stupid and selfish.
Yeah, this was this episode was just incredible from start to finish.
Mm-hmm. It was really great.
Yeah, it was just really good. Oh man, it's really good. It was awesome. Poor Snow, she's demoted again.
Yeah. Oh well, rip Snow.
All right. Last anime of the podcast that we'll be discussing is Kumo desu ka Nanika. So this is an interesting episode, and for once, I was okay with both sides.
Yeah, that's weird.
Just me being like, oh no, I just want Kumo.
I wasn't feeling the urge to just skip around the parts where they're talking about the humans. Yeah, we actually get a lot of intrigue from the human side where we see that there's a lot going on with the elves, like a whole bunch of shady shit.
So basically, what happened was, I think, yeah, basically the elves are like kidnapping people. They're kidnapping
people who are like reincarnated.
Reincarnated, yeah.
And apparently the teacher's fine with this, so that's kind of
I
sus.
so the thing is, for the teacher, I don't think she has much of a choice.
Probably. Yeah, you're right. She probably like worked out a deal or something like, listen, you
She was
capture
just
them and we'll
like, okay,
protect
you're gonna
them.
capture them anyway, just keep them together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's like I can understand why why they're all looking at her different, but keep in mind that she's been alive just as long as they've been in this
Mm-hmm.
world. So it only makes sense
Yeah, I like that they
that
had their whole reunion and they're all just kind of planning together now too.
yeah, it only makes sense that she's probably kind of you know and I love that I think she's smart enough to realize what this looks like.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I'm
Oh
not
yeah,
gonna
she's
die.
definitely caught on to it. That they don't trust her.
Yeah, so it's like you guys don't pretty much like me because I'm like with the group of people that had you kidnapped. So
Mm-hmm.
dot.
I did like the everyone reacting to what's his name becoming a girl now that he's reincarnated, and they're all
Oh
just like,
yeah.
can we like fuck you?
Yeah, basically they're like
Basically.
they're like, hey, bro.
So like, be a pro, man.
Yeah. Yeah, we're just
We're
bros.
just being bros.
Ugh, God.
And then of course we had the Kumiko side of things, which is a bit more. I will say one thing I didn't like is the fight with Mother felt really quick, and like I get the story reason why it was quick and easy, but I don't know. I feel like that fight should have been like built up more and like had a whole episode or something for itself.
I don't know, did they fight already?
Who, Mother?
Yeah.
No, this is the first time she fought her.
Oh, I guess.
But I mean, I get the
I,
story reasons because she had the other personalities like draining her powers and shit just slowly.
mhm.
So now she's fighting her, and she's like, "Oh, you're like 70% weaker than you were when we first saw each other, so
And
I
then
can
all
fight
that
you
power
quickly."
went to Kumiko.
And yeah, and like Kumiko like soul sucked her power, but I don't know. I would have liked it more if it was like just built up as a bigger fight.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, so this episode, it's while it may not support my theory,
Mm-hmm.
I know I'm close to whatever the fuck is happening.
I think it supports my original theory, which is that maybe Ariel and the other white chick are both Kumiko, and Ariel's just an alternate personality because she still has the body personality inside of her. So what if
Yeah.
Kumiko just uses that to control her, and then it's like, oh yes, and I'm also.
I don't know. I don't think. Listen, I feel like it was that if it was that easy, they could have just done it with. She could have just done it to Mother.
Maybe. But Ariel's like on this super mission, like I need to hurry up and find Kumiko now before some shit happens.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, but I do think yeah, I still think somehow she's gonna end up. If not all of her, then some of her is gonna end up taking control.
Mm-hmm. Or like they made merge personalities or something.
Something like that. Yeah, that's very interesting.
Yes, I love that the show has me making new theories every week because every week we get like new information. It's pretty good, pretty cool.
Also, I love that we get to see Kumiko's her literal existence is now is like causing tension between nations, like that's
Yeah.
causing political strife.
That's low key a very funny moment because they're all like thinking this is like, oh, the other side is trying to outplay me. Well, I'm gonna outplay them by doing this and that.
With a spider.
Yeah, and then Kumiko's here, just like, nah, I'm just chilling here. No, I don't work for
Exactly.
anybody.
Like they're like, give us the spider, and he's like, the spider just like
The spider's just doing his
is
thing.
there. Yeah, we're not keeping it hostage. And comes and goes as it pleases.
Potimas is like, oh, Ariel must have sent a spider here to fucking sabotage me and steal the reincarnated
The
baby.
incarnation, yeah. And I'm just like, no,
That's, well, I want a 4D chess.
not at all. But and well, yeah, that part is funny.
Yeah.
I want to see how that shit's gonna be resolved.
Also, the brother is alive, or the father is alive. They're probably should have
That's
with that.
also conscious.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, it's weird seeing Potimas operate like in the past and the future,
Mm-hmm.
past and present, I should say. Yeah, still on the same shit. I see.
Yeah, don't trust him. He's evil. Fucking.
Yeah, yeah, this maybe just a little bit. I think he's honestly just like hoarding all their reincarnations, so they're just like they won't all turn into a bunch of demon lords. That'll just kill him and his people.
Probably, or like they have some kind of like special skill they can act, because it seems like the reincarnated people have like better abilities than the average people, or like
Yeah, I think
access
that
to better abilities,
yeah, exactly,
which also would be probably why Sensei was telling Shun not to use his skill points.
exactly, because just gonna get power hungry and
Mm-hmm.
want to rule the world.
Don't use your skill points. We need them for when we need your skill points. We need you to build an anti-spider build.
No.
Spec into all anti-spider attributes.
And then the spider just uses magic and kills you.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was Kumo desu ka Nanika.
Mm-hmm.
And for our filler arc, I'm like, what? I was like, what did I call that thing again?
Mm.
So I was really happy finally going out and trying out food, especially Japanese food. Like I said earlier, or at the beginning of the episode, my first time eating omuraisu. So I literally looked up this site. Oh, also because I saw the episode of Nagatoro when they went to the festival, and I was just like, let's like see what they serve at Japanese festival foods and see, what they've eaten. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
just gonna, so I just like literally typed into Google and just look down, like, I don't know. Basically, we're just gonna be scrolling down, looking at all the things that we've had and see if Oni or I have who's eaten what.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna very much assume Oni's eaten more than I have, and I'm okay with that. I haven't had a lot of Japanese food outside of like, you know, the normal stuff. So yes, so let us kick off the list with something I had not had, which is yakisoba noodles.
You haven't?
I don't think so. I'm not
What?
sure that I have had yakisoba.
Yakisoba's great. We
I
need to get some yakisoba. You need to be indoctrinated into the ways of yakisoba.
It looks good, but yeah, I'm pretty sure I haven't had yakisoba.
Basically noodle. This is like fried
Yeah,
noodles. It's like
yeah,
lo
it's
mein.
like
If you've
stir
ever had
fry.
lo mein, yeah, it's basically lo mein.
Yeah, but I feel like it's gonna be better than that.
It is because they put like Japanese sauce on it and shit.
Hmm.
And you can get it with like chicken and shrimp, and you could be like me. I used to get yakisoba with like rice and chicken, and I'm like, damn, all these carbs.
Rice and chicken.
Mm-hmm. And shrimp.
Okay. I'm just yeah, with rice. I'm like it's a little. I didn't know they made soba like that.
Well,
Or
I'm
with
pretty sure
you
they
just
didn't. I just was being a fat
yeah,
ass. Yeah.
yeah. Okay, got you.
I was like, give me the
Yeah.
yakisoba and chicken with a side of rice.
uh, oh, they put Japanese mayonnaise in it. Oh, okay. So I
Yeah.
definitely have to have it next time.
Mm-hmm.
Next, I just had this yesterday. Finally, first time forever. Takoyaki.
Mm-hmm.
We talk about takoyaki all the time on this podcast. I feel
Yes,
like
it is a
yeah,
well-known Drew treat.
yes, it was so good. I only had one. I almost ordered a whole set for myself. The one from the place we ate at was really good. It was really really good, but I did not burn my tongue on it somehow. And speaking of things that we talk about a lot, another one that I also really like is okonomiyaki.
Mm-hmm.
That I need to eat at some point.
For me, you never had okonomiyaki?
Well, sorry, eat again.
Oh. For me, it's hit or miss. Like I've had some that have been really good, and then had some that are just like this tastes like batter.
I also don't cook it well.
Yeah, like they don't do a good job. So I like if I
Oh
get that,
no,
it has to be from a place that I trust.
oh no. If they make it and that shit has batter, I'm gonna be like, hey, so the shit has batter. It's
Mm-hmm.
not fully cooked. Blah blah blah. Can you just like cook it. Thanks.
No, get out of my store.
Oh, here's one that I don't think I've had. Ikayaki, which is grilled squid.
I've had grilled squid. It's also very good. Very rubbery. It's basically calamari without the breading.
I love eating calamari,
Mm-hmm.
so definitely want to know. I love how it looks, like that crisp charred look, and it's on a
Mm-hmm.
stick. And yeah, it looks really good. Um, Up next we have yakitori. This we both had,
Yeah, I love yakitori.
which is literally just chicken on a stick.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, it's pretty
Skewered
self-explanatory, but pretty
chicken.
delicious. Um, Up next we have karage, which is just pieces
Fried
of
chicken.
fried chicken.
We literally had that yesterday.
We got free karage on the house because we had to wait for quote unquote so
Yeah,
long.
we had to wait a whole 5 minutes for our food. So
Right. Yeah. Their karage I really like Japanese fried chicken because it feels very refreshing. It doesn't feel super greasy or oily.
yeah,
Doesn't
yeah.
Up next, they say French fries of all varieties. Now this picture is fucking silly as shit. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
send the link to you. On you. Just go to number 7. Just go to number 7. And I'm like, this shit looks silly. Maybe it's because the no, it still looks silly.
Number 7. Let's see. Why are they so long?
What? Why?
These are like, what? They're like 7 inches.
Why is it like a foot long hot instead of foot long hot dogs, it's foot long French fries?
I mean, I've had French fries, and I've had them with like the Japanese mayo sauce. I'm counting this as I had this. They just weren't freakishly long like this.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I guess we can count it. France, the salty crunchy snack comes as jumbo, long. Oh, so they're specifically. So I don't think we've had this.
All
They're
right,
supposed to
no,
be jumbo.
if they're supposed to be that
This is
huge, then
specifically,
no.
yeah, no. So they couldn't get
I can
in a
imagine they
tray
just taste like fries.
in a bag with seasoning. Ooh, so they put in a bag of seasoning where you mix it up.
But see, I've
Oh,
had that, just not. They weren't
the
long.
jump, yeah. So that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Giant French fries. Anyways, up next you have corn on the cob, tomorokoshi.
I've had that
Yep.
from
Yeah.
KFC.
Yeah. Yikes.
Is that Japanese enough?
No, unfortunately.
I've actually never had grilled corn on the cob. So no, I've only had like regular.
Had no,
yeah,
it's not the same. It's not the same. You've never had grill like.
I don't like corn on the cob. No.
I mean, I don't like it either, but still, no, it's different. It actually is different. Yeah, so you can't say you've had this. No.
But isn't grilled corn on the cob just popcorn?
Moving on. So then they move on to section where they have like Japanese festival sweets. They talk about taiyaki, which didn't we have it together?
Yeah, I like taiyaki. It's good.
Yeah, where did we have it? We
I feel like we went to a it was either Anime NYC or like some anime like festival or like thing.
Yeah,
that we were at.
It was really good. I think it like had like ice cream in it.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so good.
It was. I'm not always in the mood for like the red bean paste, but if I'm in the mood for it, it tastes great.
Yeah, agreed. Because usually when I want this stuff, it's like I feel like I want it cold. I feel like the bean paste is exactly cold.
Yeah, it works better when there's ice cream in it. I don't know if they all have ice cream or if it's like sometimes they're hot and they have like hot red bean paste. I'm just like, ugh.
Yeah. It's something I would want to eat. I would say it's something I definitely want to eat like in the fall or winter. Definitely. All right. Up next we have Kaki Gori, shaved ice, which we both have had. Didn't we talk? Where did we talk about this? I think we had a discussion about this.
I think it was on this podcast, and I brought up the Persona 5 fact. Was it on this podcast? I remember I brought up the Persona 5 fact that all shaved ice is the same flavor, just different colors.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think it may have been during a stream.
Maybe.
And then we were talking about like how we like the ices and shit instead.
But yeah,
But yeah.
I feel like everyone's had shaved ice.
Except, oh, but they have theirs with condensed milk. Wait, I don't think we have that. I don't think we had condensed milk.
What do we have in ours?
No, I think it's literally just ice and like the syrup.
Uh,
So I don't know. They have condensed milk in that. I might actually try this, or want to try it.
Yeah, I guess it would give it more consistency.
Right, up next, chocolate covered banana, which I've had this.
I've never had one. I really. Oh my god! Look at that blue banana. I want a fucking blue banana.
Yeah, no, it's what you would imagine it would be, and yes, it is good.
I want one so badly. I've never seen one. I just want a chocolate banana.
Yeah, it's really fucking delicious. Yeah, no, it's good. It's really good. I would definitely unless you're allergic to bananas and hate chocolate or are allergic to chocolate, this is the one.
I gotta have this on my bucket list.
Definitely. All right, up next, sweet potato sticks.
Those look good, but I've never had those.
I've never had those either.
It looks like French toast sticks.
Really?
I just want French toast sticks now. Yeah, they look like French toast sticks. Maybe because I'm looking at the sugar as like powder, but
yeah, I can see that. But yeah, but on that note, I think that's a lot. That was the last one they had. Yeah, no, just as you know, part of the G&A style is definitely to make our viewers hungry as fuck for no reason.
Oh yeah, that's key.
So of course I have to stay true. I have to stay true to our G&A way. And give y'all some list of Japanese festival foods. So yeah, let us know how many of everything that we mentioned. How many did you have, or how many are you willing to try? If you haven't had them yet. Let us know down below in the comments. And with that being said, that is the end of the filler arc, and it is also the end of the episode. So Oni, be a dear and take us away.
Guys, if you enjoyed this episode of the G&A podcast, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe so you catch these episodes as they go up every week. If you haven't already, join the party over on our Discord, follow us on Twitter, and follow us on Twitch, all linked in the description down below. You can even become a patron or a channel member, like all these lovely people on screen right now who help support the channel and get a bunch of awesome perks. Drew, do you have anything you'd like to add?
I know most of us hate going outside because, let's face it, we're a bunch of weebs and, social interaction is meh. But you know what? Take advantage of it. Take advantage of it. Just even if you don't like it, just, I don't know, go out for a walk, go get some ice cream with other weebs. Take advantage of the nice weather. I don't know, before the next virus comes and forces us all back into quarantine.
So make sure you get your vaccines because this is going to be the most lit summer ever.
Oh my god.
It is going to be a ridiculously lit summer.
I'm literally living my life.
I feel bad for anyone who's not above the age of 21 this summer because holy shit, it's been a while this summer.
Basically.
Well, with that said, this has been Sobroni and
Juvidu.
We'll catch y'all later. Later.
Bye.